Hey, Sam here, and today we're going to be talking about the Ifrit versus the Hunter versus the Strider, and which one I personally like the best. After doing some testing with explosives, I came to a conclusion on their armor. With the Strider, it took 6 frag grenades directly underneath it to blow it up. The Hunter, it only took 7, and the Ifrit 7, so the weakest with armor is the Strider when those two are pretty much close. I mean, this isn't exactly perfect since it's grenades, they have ranges, and I couldn't measure exactly, but I'm just going to say it takes one less grenade to blow up these Striders than with the Ifrit and the Hunter. I also did top speed testings. For the Strider, the top speed it could reach on flat surface with the turbo was 128 kilometers an hour. The Hunter, same thing, flat turbo, was 116 kilometers an hour. The Ifrit was 137 kilometers an hour. Also, I checked their acceleration. The Strider went from 0 to 50 kilometers an hour in roughly 4.7 seconds. I mean, that's not exact, but 4.7 seconds. The Hunter went from 0 to 50 in about 4.8 seconds. So that's around the same as the Strider, but then for the Ifrit, it took about 5.1, so even though this has the fastest speed out of all 3 vehicles, the Hunter and the Strider got to 50 kilometers an hour a little bit faster. So if you think about it, when you're in engagements in the city and going around corners, you're not going to be going top speed necessarily, so these might be better for around more rural areas, urban areas, because if you're on long flat terrain, the Ifrit would be a lot more understandably better. I also tested to see how many people each one could hold. The Strider can hold 4 people, 1 person in the front, 1 passenger in the back who does nothing, 1 person who controls the gun, if there is one. Then there's a commander who controls the laser designator and the smoke. And the Hunter, same, 4 people. There's the driver, a passenger, 1 person who controls the gun, but there's no commanding person, just another passenger, and there's no smoke. Ifrit can hold 5 people, which is a lot. There's a gunner, driver, and then 3 passengers, so if you want to move a lot of people, the Ifrit would be best. I also checked to see how many bullets from an MX destroy the wheels, so 1, 2, 3, 4, wheels gone. 1, 2, 3, 4, wheels gone. And then 1, 2, 3. So yeah, Strider, it takes a bullet less to destroy the wheels, so the wheels on Strider are a lot weaker, so if you're driving around in your Strider, it has weaker armor and weaker wheels, which is a bad combination, so you're going to be getting disabled a lot. Okay, extra perks time. Let's go. First, Strider, it can go into a boat and water, which is really helpful. It has a laser designator, so if you want to laser designate stuff. And then it has flares. Hunter has nothing special, it's a piece of crap. Strider has smoke flares, but that's about it. I thought I'd also talk about the size, like the overall size of them. Well, I mean, the Strider, it's a bit lower if you look at the other ones. It's a bit like lower down to the ground. And it's quite not as long as something like the Ifrit, looks a little bit longer than it. And then the Hunter, it's not as wide. It's a lot thinner than the other two, but it has that high canopy on it. Then the Ifrit's it's pretty high also, but then it's wide. So I'm going to say the easiest one to hit would probably be the Ifrit, just due to its large surface area. Then also the inventory in each of them, it is like roughly the same, I'm going to say, because I put my backpack once when I had a bunch of missiles, and it went about around here with every one. So I'm going to say the inventory is about the same for each one. I thought I'd just show you guys some extra little cool thing with all of them. You can actually crawl under them. I tested this for every one, it works. Which is, if you want to make missions like from like Call of Duty 4 where you're going through like an enemy escort and you have to crawl under some trucks or something. This also works with the big carrier trucks. But yeah, you can crawl under the axles, which I think is pretty cool, because I don't know, or if you're in battle you need to quickly get out somewhere, just crawl under here, which is yeah, it's pretty cool. Okay, now I'm just going to tell you which one I would personally choose. Well, it's probably pretty obvious. I mean, the Hunter, no, it doesn't have smoke, so if they're receiving a missile coming and you have time to launch your smoke, you're dead. The Ifrit, I don't know, it's overall, it's the fastest, but It doesn't quite accelerate as fast. So I'm going to say the Strider due to its fast acceleration speed compared to the other ones. And also it has a laser designator. It's also a boat, and then it's smoke. So if you want an overall just amazing vehicle, I'd say the Strider. Even though it is a bit weaker than the other two, I don't know, it just has those extra perks. Like, I mean, being a boat is probably the biggest one. So yeah, I'm going to say Strider is the best. Now it's this time of the video where I say thank you for watching. If you like this type of video about information on vehicles and stuff, and I do more, I've done like one other so far, but I'm going to be doing more on vehicles and overall I already did the Mohawk, but I'm going to, for the independent helicopter, but I'm going to do the rest of the helicopters, then decide overall which one's my favorite. So if you could give this a like so other people know that this is a good video, if you thought it was a good video, and then subscribe if you want to see more. Thank you.